Everyone, and welcome to Zedlo's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making stuffed peppers. Now I use quotation marks because we're not really going to be stuffing a pepper. This past Sunday, me and my friend hung out and we made this and we stuffed peppers. It was stuffed bell pepper nachos, and we thought they were delicious. But I'm not going to stuff some peppers. I'm going to make my own little concoction, and I'll show you how. And we have some chicken thighs with some seasonings, and I'm going to get that started. We're going to marinate that, but it's going to be great, so stick around. So let's get to cooking. So first, we're going to start with our thighs. I'm going to let these marinate for a good 2 to 3 hours before we cook them on our smoker. So what I'm going to do with some extra virgin olive oil, I'm going to coat the chicken. And I'm going to use my hands for this as well, because we're going to massage and rub the chicken once we put our seasonings on here. So we're going to add some salt. Just get that on in there. We're going to add pepper. Let's go ahead. There we go. We're going to add in garlic powder. And remember, we want a lot of seasoning because we're going to massage the chicken. We're going to make sure every piece has all the seasoning on it. We're going to do some onion powder, of course. Okay. Then we're going to do some thyme leaves, some dry thyme. And I like doing the chicken this way because, one, it turns out delicious, and two, it reminds me of like a rotisserie chicken. We're going to add in some oregano. Here we go. Then a little paprika, just to give it some color. And then some parsley flakes. Okay, so now that that is all done, I'm going to take off these real fast. And what we're going to do is I'm going to massage the chicken. So I'm just going to get in there, get all the oil, make sure each piece is coated in the seasoning, the oil, because what we're going to do is, I would cook these on the flat top. However, my father sold the flat top because he got a bigger one. So that is not, it's built, but it's not hooked up yet. So we're going to smoke these, and the smoker that he has is like a grill. It's an electric smoker, and it burns pellets. So I made chicken like this last week, and it was delicious. So there is our chicken, and now I'm going to let this rest, marinate in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours, and then we're going to cook them on the smoker. And then once they're done, we're going to get everything else ready. Alright, so it's been about 3-4 hours, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure all this is nice and coated. It smells delicious. I preheated the smoker already, so that's getting to temp, but I took this out, just mixing it up, and then we're gonna put this on. I'm gonna get the rice ready. I'm gonna show you how to do the rice, and then let me grate the cheese as well. So what I'm gonna do is I have extra sharp cheddar cheese and I have pepper jack cheese. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them. I'm not gonna use all of it. I'm going to use some of it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So I don't have a cheese grater. I'm going to use just a peeler, and we're just going to peel this cheese. Yes, it's not getting into the bowl. We're just going to peel this. If you want, you could just chop it up. because essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be melting, the cheese is going to be melted on top of the chicken. Okay. Now I'm going to do this one. Now you don't have to grate your own cheese. Completely up to you. I'm doing it because I did find it a lot better, and it's the meltiness of the cheese just is delectable, delicious, amazing. So we're just gonna let's take this, switch sides. Okay, so that's just it. That's about as much cheese as I'm going to use. If I need more, I'll do more, but that should be enough. So we're going to put this up to the side, and we're going to get our chicken going. Alright, so everything that I just said and did was not recording, so here it is. I put the chicken on. Now we're going to wait for this to get done, golden brown. We're going to flip them, get a nice crust, and then we're going to take it back inside and finish the rest of our dish. So that's what I did. And we're just going to let them cook. So in the meantime, while the chicken is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut half of a white onion. I'm going to go ahead and just slice that down the middle, pick off all the skin. And we want these diced pretty finely. So we're going to go ahead, make our cuts. Alright, then we're going to make these cuts. Alright, so I just want them just like this. This is exactly what we're looking for. I'm just going to put all that in the bowl. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the light. Because this is going to go with our chicken and our cheese and everything. We're going to go ahead and put that in. That should be enough. And then I have our fire roasted diced potatoes that we're going to add to this. Oh, they smell delicious. So we're just going to keep it like that, and we're going to, you know what, we'll dump it into a bowl. Let's just see. Yeah, so about that much. And we're going to mix everything together. The thing is we're going to do it almost like tacos, where we kind of have it together. So we're gonna put a little on the chicken, put a little tomato on the chicken, cheese and everything, and then I'm gonna make some rice. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that, because I'm actually gonna make it in a rice maker. just a little rice maker that I have. So here is the rice cooker that I have. And I just washed my rice. If you want to wash your rice, you can. If not, not a big deal. Alright, so I'm going to put that in. And what we're going to do is we're going to add in, instead of water, we're going to add in chicken broth. This is reduced sodium. You could use whatever kind of chicken broth you want. But this is what I had on hand. And we're just going to easily... There. Make sure the rice is covered. And then what I like to do, just because, force of habit, just gonna go ahead and stir it. We're gonna let it cook. And this is probably gonna take about 15-20 minutes until the liquid is gone, and then we are gonna have our rice done. Let's go check on our chicken. Smoking. The chicken looks delicious. Does that not look good? Look how delicious this looks. So we're going to let this cook for nice and delicious. Our chicken's almost done. Our chicken is done. Look at that. Doesn't that not look delicious? So I'm going to do, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piece and I'm just going to chop it up. Also, our rice is done as well. I'm going to take that. Hot. I'm going to put it on the plate. Just like that. Let me do another one. Okay. Set that off to the side. Next, I'm going to take our rice. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to dump it right on there. I'm going to take some onion and just kind of decorate it just like that. I'm going to take it, take these. Okay, and then the fun part, our cheese. So I'm just going to take the cheese and just kind of lightly make sure getting them all in there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this melt, because the heat of the chicken and the rice will start melting the cheese, and it's going to melt so nicely and delicious. It's going to be great. Also, if you want, you could actually take this, maybe not on a paper plate, but put everything together and throw it in the air fryer. We have a little air fryer oven, and that works perfect as well. So you could do that as well if you want, just to kind of cook the onions and warm up the tomatoes and whatnot. But I think this is going to be a delicious dish. So I'm going to go ahead and, you could already see the cheese melting right here. Look at that. So I'm going to let that melt for a few minutes, and then we're gonna try this. So, like I said, here's the dish. The cheese is melted a little bit, and I'm ready to try this. So I'm going to get a little bit of everything. So here is the chicken. I'm going to get that cheese and that rice. Here, ready? Here we go. That's so good. It tastes like, well, you get the pepper jack and the cheddar cheese. You get the flavors of that, and it pairs well with the tomatoes because they're fire roasted, and you can taste they're just so delicious. Like, you could just, tomatoes taste delicious. And then the chicken, is that you get the nice char flavor from the grill, but also the smokiness from the pellets that I use, which I actually have no idea which ones I use. I think mesquite. And it is just so good. However, I will say, if the flat top was out, I think this dish would also be great because, hold on. It's just so good. But I think this dish would also be great because you can add the onion and the tomato on the flat top, get it nice and heated and cooked, and mix it up with the rice, the cheese, and the chicken to almost make like a little, like a chicken and cheese bowl almost. And that would be fantastic. You know, you could even put avocado on this, which I don't have any, but that sounds great right now. And just, it would be delicious. And the rice kind of has that chicken flavor because we use the chicken broth, and it pairs very well with the chicken and the cheese. And I think, because I'm not a big cheese person, but I think the extra sharp and the pepper jack are like my new favorite cheeses. So, but that does it for this video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to be the best you can be, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! It's me again. So, I just thought of something. With the cheese, you can, instead of like shaving it, or, I mean, you could shave it, or even grate it like you're supposed to. But you could, what I thought about is you could cut it into slices, like nice thin slices, as if you were gonna put it on a burger. And while you're cooking the chicken, put it on the chicken. So the chicken has that cheesy, like the pepper jack and the cheddar cheese taste. I just thought of that while I was eating this, and I said, oh, I should add that in. So I'm adding it in now while I'm still eating. It's so good. Like, who wouldn't want to eat this? Well, I know a few people. People who don't eat meat. But besides that, who wouldn't want to eat this? I think this turned out really well. Really delicious. So make sure you make it. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Bye.